Welcome to our first episode of Creditshopping. We have the 2024 CEBL champions and first place in the Eastern Conference already set to play in championship weekend in Winnipeg, the Niagara Riverlions. Thanks for coming, boys. Who do we have here?
I'm Guillaume from Montreal, and this is my 5th year with the Riverlions.
I'm AJ, I'm from Atlanta. This is my 4th year with the Riverlions.
I'm Ron Curry from South Jersey. This is my first year with the Riverlions.
I'm Gatluak. This is my first year with the Riverlions.
Khalil Ahmad from Cali. It's my 4th year with the Riverlions.
Right, boys, let's get started. All right, guys, this is our vintage section. So we basically focus on clothing from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. There's been a resurgence in vintage fashion recently. You know, stuff coming full circle from when we were kids, our parents were kids, are now hot now that weren't hot back then. Basically, our goal for selling vintage is the sustainability aspect. 92 million pounds of clothing gets put in the landfills every year. So our goal is basically to find the clothing, bring it back to life, bring the fashion and style, and basically help the environment. So basically in vintage, like, do you guys rock vintage? How do you guys feel about it? Is it for you? Is it not for you? What are you guys' takes on that?
Yeah, I think personally vintage is dope. Like, there's so many different ways you can go with vintage, like old sports teams, rock bands, TV shows, movies. Like, it covers a little bit of everything. And then you can kind of wear vintage with any fit. Like, I like to start with shoes, so I feel like with vintage tees, like, I'll definitely find a vintage tee to match my kid. So
100%.
Yeah, I think vintage is dope.
I definitely like vintage. Got my vintage tee on right now, Creditshop. It's definitely something you can just put on a calm day, a calm fit, just something you just throw on that is still a little wavy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just like how it represents stuff that you saw growing up, and the emotion that comes with it. Just stuff that you already watched. Like, I'm looking at the picture of the Batman movie, one of my favorite growing up, and it's just cool to just see those things that just kind of remind you of like a different time and space and how you felt as a kid.
Yeah, 100%. Like, even a lot of people come in store and they might not really mess with the fashion style of it, but they'll come in and get a sense of nostalgia, just like you said, from like looking at like the old Batman poster, or looking at like the Jays World Series stuff, or seeing a tee that they remember having as a kid. So there's a little bit more than just the fashion aspect, but like the emotional aspect as well. Any fashion hot takes or vintage hot takes, like, you know, that you must know the band that you wear the tee from, or like super distressed items or anything along those lines? Like,
No muscle shirts.
No muscle shirts?
Tees out.
Tight tees is out.
Yeah, the oversized tees, that's the way to go these days. Oversized tees, I feel like that's the way these days, the oversized vintage. And then the band thing, I hope that's not a rule, because I don't know any bands when it comes to, you know, if they told me to name 3 songs, I probably couldn't do it. Like, I think band tees, like, they have some of the toughest shirts, like AC/DC, Beatles. I probably got a couple of those at home, but I couldn't tell you the band. Kiss, Kiss is like with the Nirvana, yeah, all of those.
Both of those are definitely tough ones for sure.
Man.
If you see AJ Davis on the streets, ask him 3 songs from the band he's wearing. Speaking of like walkout songs, like, what's kind of like your go-to song to like hype you up before the game? Or is like a team song that you guys have or anything like that?
I think it is.
Which one was that? That's the track that was okay. The big game. We want to get hype up before that game every game. Throw in that track every game. We're in our streetwear section. There's a lot of new brands coming out all the time. The popularity is high. You know, it's influenced by athletes like yourselves, or artists. Speaking of artists, Ron.
Had to get my mama back, so walk right in that Prada store. And my man's tripping, but I shouldn't, had to let him know. Tell my lady, pick a country, anywhere you wanna go.
Do you guys know Ron made music? Yeah. Ron, tell us a little bit about that. When did you start making music? And what influenced you to make music?
Yeah, I started making music in 2016. When I started my career overseas, like, I really ain't had nothing much to do in Slovenia. So I was just a lot of my time I spent writing and then learned to make music. Fell in love with it, and I just kept going ever since.
So who knew that Ron made music?
I do.
You're the only one? So he's the only real one.
Yeah, nah, I don't really broadcast too crazy, but yeah, that's tough that he know that though. That is tough.
We do our research here. Have you guys ever, so with streetwear or with fashion as a whole, there's a lot of trends, you know, like back in 2016, 2017, the trend of like super tight pants and big tees, stuff along those lines. Do you guys ever fall into that? Do you guys fall into trends now? Or do you guys kind of just rock whatever you guys think is cool?
I'm more freestyle it, you know, just wear whatever I feel like is vibing that day, but never with the skinny jeans or nothing like that. That was a hard no way.
Anybody else? What do you guys kind of follow trends, certain brands, anything like that, or you kind of just wear whatever you guys like?
I feel like sometimes I do it like unconsciously, but like I feel like for the most part I like to wear like what I like and what I think feels good and what I'm comfortable in.
So we have a couple past outfit photos from some of you guys. And we want to know you guys' opinions. First of all, I'm gonna pull them up. Is AJ, the Supreme box logo and the Burberry shorts. Is this something? Is this something that you're wearing now, or are you leaving that in the past?
Nah, that one's in the past, especially once it goes in the gram. Sometimes the fit is over after the gram. But that was a nice little fit in Greece.
It was tough.
In Greece.
How long?
Which cycle was that? That was some time ago too. That was like 2 years ago.
I think it might have been. I think it was 21.
3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years.
So
yeah, now but none of that is in the rotation anymore.
Not anymore.
Nah.
What do? You sell it?
That is run. Sell it, give it to somebody. I forgot what I did with that shirt, but I don't got it in the rotation anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
So we got one more. Talking about tight jeans and big tees. G, tell me a little bit about this one. Throwing it back to the 2016, 2017 hypebeast style with the face masks and all that stuff.
A girl started her brand, and I just kind of like offered to model for free. She was cool, and the actual sweat was from her, so I was just trying to promote because she had like her name was like based from a Haitian word.
Yeah.
And that's from my roots, so nice. I was happy to represent.
Nice. And we got one more. Are you still rocking the full Nike Techs?
I don't have that no more, but
it's not rotation.
Yeah, no, it's not rotation. It's calm.
Like timeless.
It's a good tech.
Tech is good.
Exactly.
With styles changing, what kind of is your vibe? Are you guys buying a lot of lower priced items? So you guys have a lot of pieces in your rotation? Or are you guys kind of spending the money on those statement pieces? Maybe pieces that are a few $100s or more, or like just a bunch of cheaper pieces that you guys rotate pretty often?
I think I'd have like a few statement pieces, but for the most part, I kind of keep it cheaper, on the cheap side. Try not to do too much. Keep it, I'm Zara H&M guy, and then figure out shirts and stuff like that on the back end. But other than that, I like to keep it. I like to have a 1 or 2 piece here or there, but other than that, I keep it calm.
Pull the clip of him with the chain on creases. Shiny.
What's the most expensive piece, either clothing, shoes, anything like that? I know AJ's got some racy ones.
I was hoping he was gonna leave it closed, cause shoes.
What's the most expensive item, fashion-wise, you guys have bought, and do you regret it?
It's gotta be shoes for sure. And most expensive, I don't know, but like I'll pay over $1,000 if I really want the shoe. Like depending on how bad I want the shoe, I'll spend it. You know
so you're
what
up
I mean?
like that?
No, I'm not up, but the funds that I do have, like that's what I'm spending it on. I love shoes, so do I regret spending it? I think the most I ever spent on a shoe was a designer shoe, like a Christian Louboutin, some red bottoms. And I don't regret it. It was for my graduation. I was graduating college. Had to get some red bottoms. Had to get look nice for graduation.
100%.
So I don't regret it at all.
Ron,
Any shoe.
Shoe, probably.
Could be shoe, clothing, anything.
Yeah, probably. I would say a Prada set, shirt and pants. It was probably like $1,500 for the set. I would say that's probably the most I spent.
Do you regret it?
Nah, I still wear it. For sure. That's getting recycled. I'm sure.
For me, the most expensive item that I own probably is my Prada cups. But like, I got that as a gift, so like I obviously can't regret it. But I love them, so I paid that price for them again.
Clue.
I got a pair of Union ones in the crib. That's probably mine.
Which one?
Which one? The Union one. I couldn't even tell you that in the box.
You never took them out?
No, sir. I'm leaving them. I'm gonna leave them on ice for a little longer before I step them out.
You gonna step them out next season?
Maybe. TBD.
I think I gotta get the most expensive pair of shoes that I got was a gift. But I've never really spent maybe more than $300 on the clothing. It's hard for me to find a reason to buy a brand with a higher price than that, unless the quality is like exceptional, because I'm big on quality.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
And then speaking of fashion, like, since you guys are so close as teammates, you guys ever share pieces? Any piece you're like, yo, that's fire, let me borrow that? Anything like that? Does that ever come about?
Maybe not share, but like say like Ned has his own shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So of course we're gonna support if anybody like has. I think a couple of guys have like Ned shirts and stuff like that. So supporting, like even back at home, like all my homies back home, like my homies have shirts or a brand or something like that. I'm gonna always support that before like a big brand or like Nike or Louis Vuitton or something like that. Like
100%.
the homies always, if they have a brand.
Yeah. We support small businesses here.
Yeah. Shout out Sweat Equity.
How close have you guys all gotten? And then especially with adding new players to the team, how do you guys build that connection on and off the court? I know some of you guys have played together for a while, and some of you guys just joined the team recently. How do you guys build that connection?
I think on the court it's more so through adversity. We got some ups and downs, and I think we are at our best when we face adversity and got to figure out a way to get better and move from there. So definitely adversity, but
off the court is we're just a close group, man. Like we really bros. I think sometimes on the team, like you're not always lucky to be blessed on the team, like where you like all your teammates or like it's like a close group. So we actually hang out with each other, actually spend time with each other off the court and stuff. And it's like it's bigger than basketball. Like when we leave here, we still communicate. Like we really like built a brotherhood here. So I think that's the coolest part about it is just like where we truly are. People see us like playing good together and stuff like that. But whether we play good or whether we play bad, like we truly are bros. Like we truly are brotherhood.
Do you guys feel that that's what brings you guys to like that championship caliber, is having like that brotherhood on and off the court?
Yeah, I think you kind of have to, or else like you don't care enough. Like it makes us like actually care. You know what I mean? Like we playing for something. So
100%.
For sure.
And on the topic of connection, AJ and Khalil, you guys have been playing together for 4 seasons now.
Yeah.
How quick did you guys become friends, and how did that guys kind of come about?
Pretty quick. We were roommates, so we stayed together. So like after practice, we would go back to the house and hang out in the living room or whatever. And then, just from there, just road trips and hanging out and stuff like that. It just kind of grew into a really good friendship. Stay in touch, over the regular seasons and stuff like that. And just, shout out Riverlions for that.
Shout out for that. What was your guys' favorite thing to do in first season or in seasons in general when you guys were rooming together?
Probably going out to eat. Like that was like we were just finding restaurants around that area. That was the biggest thing we were doing, just looking for good eats. So just finding the restaurants and just chilling. Video games, big on Super Smash Bros.
Fire.
Just Call of Duty. It's fire.
So So that's it for the streetwear section. Let's go kick it off with some shoes. So there's our sneaker section now. So basically, the question is if there was one shoe or a couple shoes that you guys could grab, with price did not matter, what would they be?
Go off-white UNC ones.
Oh, I love the UNC ones. My favorite. G.
Any light blue J's.
I'll go with the Gamble Kid. I always wanted that.
I might go slime green off-white Forces.
That was the ones. I was gonna say off-white Forces. I would do LV, the LV Forces collab, or super hype beasts like Red October Yeezys or something like that.
This guy's going crazy. This guy said no price. Let's go crazy. That's valid. And then on the topic of shoes, AJ, we know that you sell kicks on the side. When did that start? Kind of how long have you been doing that? ADJ Kicks on Instagram.
Yeah, so like off and on for a long time, like really I just started selling kicks because I was buying so many kicks. Like I wanted to sell kicks just to kind of pay for the kicks that I was buying. So I would say like seriously since like 2019, 2020, like off and on, sometimes I'll just go buy a collection and then kind of sell it. But yeah, I just do it here and there. I just love shoes, so.
We're gonna have ADJ Kicks store coming up sometime soon. And then are you ever plugging any of the guys with shoes? I think there was one time I seen you sold a pair to Khalil. But is anyone else getting any kicks off you from the team or teams that you played for?
Not really. Maybe here and there. Like some of my homies will buy some of the shoes that I have. Some of the collection that I had recently was like Kobe's and stuff, but it was like vintage Kobe's pretty much. Like if you wore them, the glue would probably wear and tear. So I don't like selling them to teammates because like if they wear the shoe, the glue is possibly gonna separate. Yeah. So most of the shoes that I had recently were going to like collectors and stuff, like people that were gonna put the shoes in a box, and because some of the Kobe's were from 2010. But if I ever do like have some shoes like that, I'm selling and my teammates want them, yeah, for sure. I'm a bless. I'm gonna make sure.
Most definitely, this guy's the real plug for ball kicks. That's for sure. So that's it with the whole store, guys. So now it's the easy part. Take a look around, see what you guys are gonna grab.
Where that shirt go?
All right, thanks to the boys at Niagara Riverlions. Catch them at Championship Weekend, August 22nd to 24th in Winnipeg. You guys can watch their games for free at CEBL.ca. Go Lions, go!